y con la Madeleine. Decir hola. Decir hola. Decir hola. Yo me he quedado ahí en plan, decir hola. Decir hola. Y encima que estoy en directo. Madeleine, ¿me puedes hacer líder? Un momento. Madeleine, ¿me puedes hacer líder un momento? Vale. Pam. Se me pone lo de los controles mixtos. ¿Sabes? Eso es raro. Esto va a mandar. Creo que era. Vale, voy a ir jugando al jueguecito. Vale. A ver si gano. Un día me hice 1000 puntos en eso. No era broma, 1000 no, 2000 puntos. Me tiré casi todo el día ahí jugando. Y llegué a los 2000 puntos. Y no, en serio, llegué a los 2000 puntos, me tiré un montón de rato jugando. Me tiré casi todo el día. Pero lo conseguí. Conseguí esos 2000 puntos. Vale, ¿quién quiere que le reviente hoy en día? ¿A usted quiere que le reviente? Tío, parece que tenga iMod. Parece que tenga iMod yo. ¿Pero qué cojones? ¡Uey! ¿Dónde va usted que le reviento? Ojalá tuviese esta armaca. Que me queda sin la puta munición. Un día me quedé sin munición, ¿vale? Y tuve que matarla a pico. ¿Dónde voy yo? A parque.
A parque no.
A parque, anda. Hacerme caso.
Los desafíos.
Ahora os enseñaré los desafíos. Pero hacerme caso, que os juro que haremos los desafíos. Mi primo es un noob excelente. Mi primo es un noob excelente. Mi primo es un noob excelente. El Nico es un noob excelente. Y siempre lo será. El Nico de nuestra clase no, mi primo. ¿Quién quiere el nuevo Franco? Ahí lo dejo.
¿Sabes qué es bueno?
Enhorabuena, se ha ganado el nuevo Franco de mierda. Es una mierda. No, dame la pistolita. Dame la pistolita, que soy buenísima pistolita, gris. Vale, vámonos, corre. Tengo que ir matando. Vale, aquí viene gente. Ayúdame. ¡No! Ven aquí, conmigo. Vale, ayúdame. Me están reventando por la espalda, tío. He matado.
Puta mierda. En el tejado de arriba.
rapidísimo.
Vale, pero recupérame rápido.
¡Ah! ¡Ay! ¿Qué coño? Si no me ha... ¿Qué coño? ¿No me ha cambiado? ¿Qué coño? Si es imposible, no me ha cambiado la arma. Es imposible, ¿qué coño? ¿Qué coño? ¿Qué coño? Esto no puede estar pasando. Pero si es imposible que no me haya cambiado la arma. Vamos a metal pesado. Ahora mismo. Vamos a metal pesado. No se puede hacer otra cosa. Metal pesado. Soy el mejor en metal pesado, os aviso. Nadie es mejor que yo en metal pesado. Por favor, Madeleine, pon metal pesado. Gracias, hazme el líder un momento, que veo otra vez lo de los controles mixtos.
Ahora vamos a hacer el desafío. Madre, tú sígueme.
Vale, yo me pongo la asistencia de grupo, ¿vale? Revive a un amigo en partidas distintas. Vale, pues yo reviviré. Vale, tengo que bailar en un esqueleto gigante. Hazme líder luego, que voy a poner las partidas privadas. Bueno, ya me has hecho líder, o sea que luego voy a poner partidas privadas que ganamos premios.
Vicente,
¿Sabes qué?
¿qué es?
Escúchame, ¿sabes qué? ¿Sabes qué? Mírame a la cara. Que me mires a la cara. ¿Sabes qué? Tengo novia.
Me la pela.
Yo es más guapa que tú y que la Madeleine.
¿Tiene 20 años?
¿Qué?
¿Cuántos años tiene? 20.
No. 11. Que es guapísima.
Vicente, me das tu número de WhatsApp para hablar. Para que hablemos con la Mari también.
Que no me acuerdo del número. Creo... No me acuerdo. La verdad.
La Mari te tiene.
Sí.
Vale, pues Madeleine.
Te pido la escopeta. Vale, yo me pido escopeta. ¡Mátale! ¡Corre! ¡No! ¡A mí! No te cabes con el tanco. Sí, me ha tocado una mierda de tanco. He sido una bala, ¿eh? Ayudarme. Venid conmigo, por favor, que estoy a una bala. Y si vienen a por mí a pico, Que sin decir. Espérate. Un pasadito para encontrarte más vendas que mi madre. Madre mía.
¡Ay, no! ¡Tengo la fecha!
Fortnite scene, led by a hand of blood from Germany. They competed on a 4-minute apocalyptic
¡Ayúdame! ¡Bien hecho! Vale, estoy a uno de vida. Protegerme, estoy a uno de vida. ¿Me das la escopeta? Ahí tienes dos escopetas. Vale, te doy el francotirador pesado y tú me das tu escopeta. Joder, tío.
That's ridiculous. It's funny you mentioned that about shoes from Spanos, because when I met him in Poland, he actually was wearing these gold shoes. So we'll see maybe if he can
Ahora
pick
no,
up
ahora
some
no,
gold
yo no
later.
lo hago,
But,
vale, yo
again,
revivo.
no surprise
Vamos,
this team
Madeline,
qualified in the survival match.
cállate,
We'll see if
te
they are
revivo.
spinning any plans up
Ah,
ahead
yo
of the
la
game. Let's
revivo,
find
por
out.
favor, tío.
Suicidar a las dos.
Hi, this is Svenos. I play for
Vale, ven,
Jugamos.
vale,
We win
ven.
this one because we have 3 pro jerseys
Vale.
and a German that is very intense and aggressive. Correspondent.
No, ven, quiero
And of course,
revivirte yo.
if you watched during the summer block party, you know Sundown had
Quiero
the tongue twister
revivirte
name, and they
yo.
gave it to me this time.
Más alto,
The
que desde ahí no te
Sunshine
mueres.
Soldiers. Didn't mess it up. Let's go,
Que desde ahí
baby.
no te
That's how we
mueres,
do
más
things here. You've
alto.
got dual
Te lo digo
team
yo,
leaders,
me
by the
intento
way.
suicidar.
That's Daniel and Ashley from Brazil.
Salta, salta desde ahí,
Mexico, respectively.
salta,
Their
salta.
teammates are
Pero salta
Porter
ya.
and Stewart. Quad 0.
Desde ahí. Vamos, salta. Salta, tú puedes.
This team
Salta.
competed on a speed run. They had to
Salta,
clear
tío.
100 checkpoints as
Salta
fast
desde ahí.
as possible. And the top two joined
Ahora,
them. That
ya
was
puedes
Porter
saltar,
and Stewart, like you said.
Cuando tú
So
quieras.
very experienced in these type of speed runs, elimination runs, the obstacle courses that you have to get through, the Sunshine Soldiers.
Cállate en uno
Yeah,
de
for sure.
estos
Turtles is simply,
pinchos.
man, he's just
te lo
so
clavas
amped to
y
be
te
here
mueres.
on the stage, meeting, you know, his peers and of course some of the players that are all competing across the world. And we actually had a chance to catch up with them.
¡Reviéntate las piernas! ¡Tú puedes! No seas tonta.
We got one more
Me voy
team
a quedar
on the
este
floor.
día.
It's my personal favorite team moniker. It's the Locksmiths.
Madeleine, ya puedes
MSYB,
suicidarte, no sé
Contact,
si lo
and
sabes.
Sandy from Slovenia. Lockie's landing. The Korean crowd. It was a beautiful match.
Yeah, Lackey,
Madre, venga, va, por favor.
for grabs, and up
Ahí
close,
está.
all the players, you can see they've got the matching team jerseys. This rag
Me estás vacilando, ¿verdad?
the heat, and players need to look
Si no
out.
quieres
Really knows the Lockheed, Lackland.
Sí, me está vacilando, me
Landing.
está
We've got
vacilando.
MSYB, Flytex, and Sandy. And again, Germany, Sandy,
¡No!
as you know,
Yo no.
players Flytex had a few
Vale, me tiro, ¡Hasta luego! ¿Qué me ha pasado?
insane.
¡Cuidado, te persiguen! ¡Ay! ¡Me han dado! Coge mi tarjeta, anda.
Well, it's like the team captain surprise. Beautiful match. Excited to see all of them, how they contribute to the game. Lachlan, of course,
Tenía un mini que no me lo has dicho.
showdown in June, so we'll see what
Ya
he
no,
brings
ya
to the
no.
table. What experience he brings to the table is being involved in that first competitive event in Korea.
Yeah, for sure. Of course,
¡Muy mala!
could have made it.
¡Muy mala!
The way that you want to. So please, time stats and different points of view in game. Head to
Bueno.
Fortnite.com/watch and choose from this channel.
Me parece retrasado
and 10
hablando.
rotation options covering a selection of diverse players. You want me to be able to watch the
Dale duro, no pares, sigue, dale así, no pares, dale duro sin parar, me cago en el duro, dale duro, sigue así, no pares, sigue, no pares.
You guys could watch everything. You've got the first place.
Ya me canso.
All 10 videos for your viewing pleasure.
Dale duro, no pares, sigue así, revíveme hasta el final. Sigue así, dale duro y no pares, revíveme hasta el final.
Cannot believe
Pero
you
tío,
still have been in the back against Freddy, and you've
Rache, Pepeconi,
been games to get inside.
¿qué has dicho?
I mean, one guy
Lo tenías a
now.
punto.
Open your eyes because this is it. Qualifiers, 8 weeks of creative qualifiers.
Vale, llevo una acá.
I'm just so
Tan, 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 tan.
Not only that, we are outside of the fan festival having a blast.
Llevo un AK. Con esto voy a reventar a cualquiera. Ya verás, mira, mira, mira. ¡Se viene uno por la espalda! Vale, una escopeta. Gracias, gracias, Maggie. Estoy a 90. Ta-ta. Parararam. Pam. Pam. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. La World Cup de Fortnite.
¡Hay gente!
No tengo ni puta idea de dónde. Hay que revivir a la Maddie. Voy a la Furgo. Lo siento, tenía que revivir a la Maddie. ¡Corre, Maddie! Te doy 3 bombas fétidas. Toma. Ven, Maddie.
¡Da igual, no soy tarjeta!
¿Quién me la ha roto? ¿Quién me la ha roto? Que me parto la cara. ¡Aquí hay alguien! ¡Ayúdame! Está aquí, está aquí. ¡No, me han disparado por... ¡No, corre, corre! Me han disparado por la espalda, tío, Franco. Ya estoy harto. Es hora de más. Ya estoy harto. Es hora de ponerse los hacks. Ajuste. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver dónde estás, dónde estás, dónde estás. Vamos, hacks, hacks, hacks. Por favor, no me decepcionéis. Por favor, no me decepcionéis, hacks. Vale, pero se activo. El primer hack. Escúchame, el primer hack activado.
A ver, si quieres hacer desafío, baila.
Ahora vamos a matar a todos con mi puto aimbot. Vamos a matar a todos con mi puto aimbot de mierda. ¡Vamos! Vamos a matarlos a todos con mi puto aimbot. ¿Vale? Con el puto iPhone, vamos a... Tío, es que no me he hecho nada de los ajustes, solo me he puesto el modo... El asistencia de apuntado, que son unos hacks, vamos, pequeñísimos. Pero bueno, te da un poquito de aimbot. Escucha, solo me he puesto el aimbot de asistencia de apuntado. No me pongo los hacks aquí en directo porque primero me los activaría, porque he dicho que si llego a los 1000, dime compañera Willy, dime compañera Willy, joder, estoy dándote las balas.
Incredible, and they're going to get a chance to revisit them at the end with a little here in a second. Let's check out the overall
Y te tira la conexión. Buena buena gente. A veces alucino hasta el cariño que me dan. Es que ya no me sé ni la canción de The Gref, tío. ¿Tú has oído la canción de The Gref? Carolina. Gracias a ti por acompañarme en esta aventura perfecta.
Get those llamas so you can take it all home.
Yes, now the winner of the set will go through, and in case there is a tie down to that
putos minis asquerosos. Unos putos minis asquerosos de mierda.
We'll take a look and we'll throw that up there for you. And the way it ends up working is from top to bottom. Each one of these contestants will be winning money, so everyone is a winner in there.
Los dejo aquí. Muy bien, te he tirado los putos embrujados de mierda.
Yeah, that's right, and that is every game per match. We have a big winner. Of course, it's divvied out between everyone competing, but
no te
come on, with the amount of games that's going on today, this is incredible.
Yes, that is across total. So tons of changes. Let's take a look at the roster of all the teams who will be competing and give you guys a quick
Espera, vamos a por un patín para ti. Vamos a por un patín para ti.
With Danyan and Machine representing as the captain, Monkey Fighters with Moya, Cuddle Crew represented by Lachlan.
But we gotta give some love to the Ravens' revenge.
Vale, tírate, a ver si los bolonchos aguantan. Espera, pon una pared, güey. Pinche pendeja. Que nos vamos a caer nosotros también. Pinche pendeja, te dije que pongases una pared. Pues ahora te dejamos tirada, güey. No era broma, no te dejamos tirada. ¡Corre, vete por el quad! Un patín, yo quiero un patín, ¿dónde están? Te cambio el patín, te lo cambio. ¿Quieres? ¡Te lo cambio! ¡Te lo juro! Te suelto el boloncho aquí en medio, si quieres y todo. ¡Toma! Vale, pero dámelo. Toma el boloncho. Primero me lo tienes que dar y me revivo. Ahí se baja y me revivo. Mira, me bajo. Vale, ¿dónde hay que suicidarme? Pero me lo da.
Pero, a ver,
que no lo voy a hacer por un patinete ni mi vida. Si tú lo haces, yo lo hago. Si no lo haces, se va a tomar por culo la combinación. a soñar es gratis.
They'll need to protect their team. Who plays it?
Soñar es gratis. Que no.
Earning 3 points per second.
Que no me suicida ni por 1.000.000 de euros.
Infinity Blade, which
Vale, me voy a suicidar. Me voy a suicidar. Ven.
wield yourself
Tú te vienes conmigo.
is the rest of the team.
¿O no?
VIP.
Vale, tú te vienes conmigo.
Stays there as long as possible. Now,
Hay que ayudarle. Hay que venirla para arriba para matarle. ¡Vamos! ¡Ven aquí, pinche pendeja! ¡Pinche pendeja! ¡Ven aquí, puta!
recapture circle.
¡Ven aquí, pinche pendeja! ¡Ahora sí, te tengo! ¡Vamos! Hay que subirla para arriba.
Second than the other.
¡Vamos, súbete! ¡Súbete! O sueltas el patín, no te sube. ¡No! ¡Estoy usando el turbo! Hay que... Bueno, contra mí no que se usa en nada.
Points will be added to the overall leaderboard. And at the end of the
¡No!
showdown,
¡Me has decepcionado, Mareley! ¡Hay que subirla de nuevo! ¡Mareley! ¡Ayúdame! ¡Ayúdame! ¡No bajes!
the Little Whip Warriors and
Hay que ayudar, no bajar. Que encima nos está ayudando. ¡No! ¡Me he caído! Mareley, no te pongas en la punta, ponte a un lado o algo.
their entrance is really
¡No! ¡Cógela, cógela todo lo que puedas! Oye, ¿mola?
Oye, cállate.
O sueltas el patín no te morirás. ¡No! ¡Ayúdame! ¡Ah, no! ¡Me enganché, güey! ¡Pinche pendeja! ¡Ah, me volví a enganchar! ¡Pinche pendeja! ¡Ah! ¡Oh, qué bien, güey! Mira, ¿ahora qué? ¿Ahora qué? Puedo controlar. Jaja, loser. Me voy, ¿vale? Me suicido, ahora sí. Haz una rampa muy alta, que si no, no me puedo suicidar. Venga. Hazla. Venga. Vale, me he quitado 1 de vida, más escalera. Pero qué ¡Ah! ¿Contenta? Vale, ahora revívenme. Vale, perdón, ¿ahora me revives? ¡No ven, puta! ¡Oh! ¡Mi tarjeta! ¡Use mi tarjeta! ¡Gracias! Vale, ahora ir a revivirme, por favor. Aunque tengáis que ir a la tormenta, por favor, revivirme. Revivirme aunque tengáis que ir a la tormenta. único que os pido. Por favor, entrad en la tormenta para revivirme. Por favor. Gracias. Una buena amiga de verdad. ¿Pero qué?
Porque he estado todo el rato esperando y no me estáis ayudando a hacer el desafío.
Vale, lo sentimos. Ahora, por favor, podemos ir a revivirme. Madeleine, aunque tengas que ir dentro de la tormenta, no pasa nada. No te morirás. No, Madeleine, no, por favor. No huyas. Ah, que quitarme de vida, entonces sí, sí morirá. No, puto, ¿qué puto es?
Tío, no aguanto. Vamos a hacer los desafíos porque...
Vale, lo hacemos. ¿Y qué pendeja? ¡No! Yo me voy a suicidar nada más entrar, os lo juro. Al final de la partida. Me encanta el Fortnite, lo juego todo el día. Esto no es Minecraft. Ajá, por eso no lo hago. Si fuese Minecraft, por supuesto que lo hago, güey. Güey, ¿qué te pasó? Eres como... Yo qué sé, ¿qué te pasó? A ver. A la perra. ¿Qué te pasó? ¿Por qué te mataron? Y que fuésemos aquí los más mancos. A ver. A la verga, yo quiero un baile bueno. Es que no, en la prueba de balas es mejor. Ahí está, mucho mejor. Me encanta el Fortnite, lo juego todo el día. Tengo la prueba de balas, yeah, 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 yeah. La prueba de balas, la, 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 la.
¡Vicens!
¡Dime!
Ahora en serio, vamos a hacer los desafíos. Que me estoy aburriendo.
Vale,
un
me
poco.
pongo en serio y hacemos una victoria y después hacemos los desafíos. Me encanta el Fortnite, lo juego todo el día. Esto no es la maca, me caca, que coeco. ¡Sí! Yo no soy el que me suicido. Yo no me suicido ya. Carolina, tú te suicidas, ¿vale? Si no quieres hacer tú los desafíos, pues te suicidas tú. ¿No? ¿Tú quieres hacer los desafíos, pues te suicidas? Es justo, ¿no? No te estoy escuchando, lo sabes, ¿verdad?
Now Gotaga goes up and goes straight back down, not able to catch himself on the edge, so Raven's revenge. Gonna have to wait a little bit before they get points, but
me encanta el bonito, lo juego todo el día. Este no es la maestra, me encanta.
Chappie's from USA. His favorite aspect of creating mode is actually 1v1 build fights, so this is why they're doing good right now. Trying to close it up. Looks like the Cutter Crews come back, but the Fishman is here to ruin that entire party.
Me encanta el Fortnite, lo juego todo el día. Esto no es la maestra.
It is always two, most of the time three.
Me encanta el
Immediately bombs up. But while we've been talking about them, let's check back to the scoring as we're now right around the third mark and a minute out from that 12 point per second circle. And Ninja's team, the Little Whip Warriors, are Little Whippets all over as Tamoya goes up.
Love that shot. You'll see it's gonna squeeze utilizing.
Te quiero mucho, te tengo un corazón.
Great job chopping up your come on, make that good dodge right there. You know, and
¡No te vayas, que me voy a suicidar! vamos a ir a por
Good
él,
defense
¿verdad?
there. Down goes Hand of Blood. No point for the Llama record anymore. They actually use that. Just a couple seconds put them all the way back up to second place.
And two of the cutters right now have combined.
Puto cabrón inteligente. Es un puto cabrón inteligente de mierda. Ahora no disparará desde esa distancia.
Just as I said, middle hill, Funky Fighters almost taken away. There it goes, right on over. And you see any amount of time in that middle hill is so easy.
Mierda, se ha curado el cabrón. Con mini.
Yeah, so that
Vale, ahora revive. No, revive.
look at this way, you're gonna have to respawn, because if you can't get tags, great, but if you
Vale, las
don't
demás
convert
también.
it
Y el coche
into
también.
anything, it's not
Si
worth
toca
it, as I
bote,
just kind of stuttered, because Carnifix is sitting on 23 eliminations, Hand of Blood on 14 right there. That's why the Llama Record Company is ahead right now.
Yeah, they were using that 4X bonus and cash points, which is only appears now that we only have 5 left in the game. It's up to whoever can hit that 1,000 first before the timer runs out. But at this pace, the Funky Fighters or the Llama Record.
Vale, Levin, ¿tienes algo de curar? Dímelo con la cabeza.
Also racking up points quickly. What's interesting to see is the Fishman
¿Algo de
are pretty
curar?
much now
Vale,
uncontested.
gracias.
Everyone has gone on into the center hill. Once you get late,
Vamos a zona.
when you need to kind of go up a little bit more,
Vamos, Madeleine.
points end up winning
No te
out.
quedes ahí
Everyone will
picando.
turn their attention to the 12 points per second.
¿Quieres
You'll
picar
have
también
impulses
esto?
going down there. Random hunting rifle shots. Builds 24/7 because they see that tick happening. And look, as I say, all the sword
Mira,
players
ponte
are down
esa
there.
que
Two of them
decido, mira.
going off. The tac shotguns being thrown up. Walls everywhere, but it doesn't matter.
Ni uno de
Points
vida.
aren't being scored right now.
Si te... No, escucha, Madeleine, si te pones por la punta no te quitan ni uno de vida.
Fishman is just like feeling the way those things are now. But also,
Joder, se me fue el balón. 75 y muerto. Cesim, no
You
sé
can
qué.
actually fortify
Cesim
to prevent the
72.
impulses from going inward and make kind of a wall to toss them in as you see Hand of Blood picking up his kill.
¡No, tío!
Pump it up, yeah, let him know.
What? ¿Qué hay,
Let him know. There we go.
chaval?
He's saying, hey,
¿Qué
you
hay,
guys will
mod?
stick to our strategy.
¿Qué hay, mod, chaval? ¿Qué hay, mod?
They go up, but all 4 of them, you don't want to run into this. They're ready and waiting.
¡Llevan a aimbot, chaval! ¿Qué aimbot? What the fuck? Tío, ese lleva más aimbot que su puta madre.
They've opened up a 100 plus.
What the fuck, tío, me cago en todo. ¡Boludo! ¡Me cago en todo! En todo. En todo, güey, en todo. Pero ¿cómo se le ocurre al puto hacker de mierda? Espera, que se me ha quitado el casco. Hola, muy buenas. Hola. ¿Cuánto te entiendes? No, es equipos de 20, ¿vale? Que mola más.
Vale, ahora me matas otra vez y luego me matas, ¿vale?
O eran 100.000. Ah, sí, era 100.000. No, 200.000, perdón. Me cago en todo ya. Me cago en todo lo que se me halle.
No, tío.
Me cago en todo lo que se me halle. Me cago en todo lo que se me ha. Oh, yeah. Pam 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 pam.
Dice,
Pa 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 pa. La pa 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 pa. Pa 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 pa.
Support from the teammates, but you saw
Primero tú te matas y luego yo, ¿vale?
incredibly successful.
Pues vale, hasta luego.
Slaying, legit.
3, 2, 1. Vamos aquí, ¿vale? Y luego nos subimos a esa montaña y nos suicidamos. Pero ahí. ¡Hombre!
They couldn't group together in those long spawn lines like you were talking about. I mean, they could be.
Yeah, you know, I was rooting for
Yo me
Ravens
pido
for
el
Vegas,
de
man. I
aquí
might have
y
to jump
todo
on
el
the
edificio de
Llama
aquí.
Record Company bandwagon.
No, mejor el de aquí, mejor el de aquí,
Really?
¿vale?
One match?
Y todo el de ahí,
Just one,
¿vale?
dude.
Yo el
One
de aquí.
match? That was quick. All right, well, he jumps on the bandwagon. We're going to jump on over to Pookie, who has an interview for us.
Yo me pido el de aquí. En el que he entrado.
Thank you so much, guys. I am here
Me ha
down
tocado el bingo porque tengo dos coches, ¿sí?
with our champion.
Yo tengo ya escopeta y
Y yo llevo ya el nuevo
Played
Franco.
this. Let's go to you first.
Yeah, we had just
No,
yesterday and we were totally dominating the game now. So
el nuevo Franco es una cosa y otra cosa es que tenga los nuevos Francos,
right now
¿sabes?
we feel very confident, yeah.
Well, you certainly played like
Venga, va, entra que te lo
behind there. So
doy.
your strategy was kind of like to get those points that
Ven,
they
entra,
were
que te lo
occurring at
doy.
the very beginning, and kind of go into the middle and kind of start dominating your team.
I mean, that was pretty much me, yeah.
¿Lo quieres o no?
Like, we know that at 7 minutes, like, the middle just opens up and you get like 12 seconds instead of 3.
Pero un momento.
We weren't that good at first, but we got our strat going. So, yeah, it was pretty good.
Speaking of strategy, are you going to carry that into the later games? You're going to change it up?
We're just gonna do the same thing. Hopefully no one follows us.
All of your competitors have heard you say that, so we're going to when the microphone gets turned off. Now,
De mierda.
finally, for you over here, how does it feel being here?
Oye, que tengo un a la
Your
delta.
audience.
It feels amazing, like it's just a dream coming true.
Thank you. And for you over here, you traveled all of this way to just be here, be at the World Cup.
Venga, tú primero, ¿eh?
All right, we'll talk about that. You guys got to educate me on that. I'm not sure what that is. Thank you guys
Tú primero. Que tú primero y yo
so much,
segunda.
Llama
Ahí
Record
yo
Co,
segunda.
Hand of Blood,
Ahí tienes
Spinoff,
a la
Alex,
delta.
and JJ, and Carnifex taking the very first match of the creative finals,
Vale,
the
lo hago,
first
¿eh?
match on the stage. I mean, it was an impressive format.
Ahorita,
They clearly
ahorita,
had a
me muero.
strategy they wanted to execute on. It took them a little bit to get there, but over the course of the game, they were consistently.
¿De verdad que era retrasado?
Last night they were going to do good. Saw them on the hotel lobby. They were hanging out. Literally as a crew. One of the only creative teams that I saw sticking together like a squad. Money in them.
Like I said, bandwagon. It took less than one match.
Ey,
in
¿tu
interview.
volante
He's like,
dónde
oh, yeah,
está?
I'm fully on board,
I'm
no
so
problem. Hey,
convinced.
it's all good. This set has been so
No
exciting.
lo has tirado, ¿verdad?
Who are you looking out for? Who can contest them? And what do you think the next step is to shut them down? They say, hey, we have a game plan. We're going to do the same thing. And I agree. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Like, stick to that if you're going to keep winning. But
No,
what
si es que ya he encontrado la
do
tirolina.
to now make them uncomfortable?
We saw a lot of that team play out of the fishman, right? You wait for your Infinity Blade wielder to come up, and then continue to
Pero sin eso.
And remember, when you catch a limit, get
¿Qué
other
cojones?
teams that can help
No me he quitado
Yes,
nada.
that and the health. The first match
No era broma, vale, ahora me pongo sin esto.
off right now, and we will have a pretty good idea of where we're going. I'm excited to see if they can
Joder, que no me
repeat. And now
deja.
the second match
Puto
is
cabrón
underway.
de
And
mierda,
right
me
away,
cago
you
en
can see
tus
some players
muelas.
sprinting out. Some
Al menos
opting to
en
take
esto.
some punching rifle shots as Lachlan grabs that Infinity Blade and goes straight up. And you can see you can actually make it to the top if you hit the vent, jump, and then jump
Voy a
again.
reír.
2 jumps right away. Fish fam and chicken contenders. God, awful. Chicken champions. Apologies.
Una Scar. Te cambio la Scar por la nueva arma.
I know, my fault.
Venga, va.
Alright, here we are. So,
Come
this
on,
time
man.
around, the Sunshine Soldiers
Pero
actually managed to get some
tengo-
points off the bat.
Vamos a hacer como para...
Little Whip Warriors, same thing we saw before. Take a little bit of the first
Pon
big
un
step.
techo.
I mean, in Ninja, there's no
Vale, enséñame ahí la
able to get around incredibly efficient up to the top right away, but the early tack fights coming out
Pero la
Toya
mía es
able to root
legendaria.
that one there, but then
Ay,
Tyler
¿qué?
trades it
Si se
right
puede,
back
si se puede
out.
hacer
And
esto,
what's really
anda, y
important here is about
cogerla.
establishing control as a team. Get your
Ven,
momentum rolling
ven,
as Ninja
ven
goes
aquí,
up,
ven.
followed quickly by the Little Whip Warriors. Ninja goes first, gets one Elam, gets two Elams as they swarm from both sides. So Ninja was up, two from the back, one from the front. That was a very well coordinated feat.
Love how they did it. Now they're all holding it together. Kaz holding on the backside, keeping these players off the rim. But it's Gotaga's squad who's coming at the top here. It's Chappie. And
Vale, ahora
Gotaga dives
enséñame ahí
right
las
on
cartas.
up into it. And it doesn't matter. He just gets taken down. This is what you need to do here.
¿Balas?
Nations already coming out for them. Taldak with one, Kaz on four. And then two Infinity Blade as Taldak is immediately spraying down shots, making just a little bit more difficult. There comes the Hunter rifle shot from Taldak, taking shots as well. Straight up.
For their backside because they are getting sniped straight out of that spawn point there.
No sé, estás hablando con tu hermano, pues yo no te
Keeping at
molesto.
the moment, right? Look at Chappie's like, dude, I can't even go up right now because the team is up there.
It was a good challenge. He did some damage, but Ninja
Vale, ahí hay
was
otro
all over
regalo.
Elliot before he
Pueden haberse dejado alguna cosa interesante. Vale, se han dejado una cosa interesante. Y adivina qué es. ¡El nuevo blanco, güey! ¡El nuevo blanco se han dejado! Y tú te has encontrado una Star y me la has dado, madre mía. Ya, yo tengo esta pistolita morada. Que yo con la pistolita morada estoy buenísimo.
He also can't get hit right now, so he needs to be careful because he is one shot away from getting taken out here. But someone dives right on up.
Deberíamos
He has
haber
to put
cogido
that
el
pressure down,
bronce,
and it's the
¿verdad?
chicken champion to make a quick end of him. And it's their turn to start accruing points, but no. Champion leader goes down there.
Good attempted defense from Carnifex. Was able to trade out one, but now we have two swords on top. Gotaga and Lachlan just trying to beat each other up, and Gotaga comes out the winner of that one. Other Cuddle Crew team does pick it up there. Just remember,
dame esto.
standing in the circle.
No, lo otro. Las bombas esas. ¡Dame las bombas! ¡No!
Very intense for Tomaya here, who again has no health. Just trying to get that dominant lead they had in that game one. Can they get it? Ooh, no, camera there. Gives a little bit of a toss. And uh-oh, is he going to challenge? No, just stays back. You know what?
Un momento, ¿me quedan por la caída? No, ¿verdad? Ah, pues sí, sí que me quedaban. Lo que no me salía era la X. ¿Cuánto tienes? Bueno, llegan ni de lejos. Y encima yo con una Scar.
You can actually see the banner, so you know if you really want to focus in and kind of shut down a team, you totally can.
Bueno, se ha ido todo a tomar por el culo. Bueno, ¿nos vamos o qué? Abandonamos que ya lo hemos hecho todo. Abandona. Abandona, ¿vale? Ay. que la quito. Vale. Estoy cargando mi mod. Desafío. Tiempo extra. Nada, una cosa de forma. Hola. 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 ¿Con quién hablas? ¿Qué?
No, nada. Nada. Que te calles, mongolo. Dile que calles.
¿Qué?
Over to the other side, so every hill is occupied and full control by a team, not being contested. Everyone else is looking at the middle.
Yeah, and it's actually working. The Chicken Champions are right behind the Little Whip Warriors right now. They're almost in the lead here. They just have to kind of hold it down. Honestly, the Little Whip Warriors have to identify what platform they're on and go take it.
And this is what happened to them last time. They kind of had a good lead and then stalled out. Need a game plan with the middle platform goes, and you either need to stick to it or, depending on the score, be adaptive. Right now, the Chicken Champions, they're being fine. As long as somebody isn't controlling the middle, they're going to be able to have that lead, and you can send one person, just throw impulses down there over and over, just be annoying.
Your scissors. 6 elims, looking good on this other point, and now he's in the top 3. They weren't even close before, but just by slowly, consistently gaining points here, you can see they're breaking those thresholds slowly but surely. And
Little Whip Warriors actually unseated the Chicken Champions. They're on their control. They're taking over. They're trying to get it back. So that's a battle right now. But the Funky Fighters out of nowhere, middle hill, and all of a sudden, just like that, into first place. Going to pass 7 points. Just a second. No, get out. And now they're back in there. Samoya going off right now. Lumber wrecking.
Hola. Hola. llamadas y videollamadas no. Se me había olvidado. ¿Sabes qué?
¿Qué?
Cuando tú me habías dicho que me querías me lo había creído porque siempre me lo dicen cuando ya tengo novia. En serio, siempre me lo dicen cuando tengo novia y yo digo, pero ¿por qué siempre igual?
No te ilusiones, porque era una broma.
No me voy a ilusionar, quiero la... Ya lo sé, hombre. Quiero a la Nerea. No te quiero a ti, no me voy a ilusionar ni nada. ¿Qué te piensas? ¿Que te quiero a ti? Mira, no me he enrabiado contigo porque eras mi meja, porque si no me fuese puesto como que en la...
Look at him, he's got a slight grin on his face, he wants to do it. Is this the point that he's gonna make it? Here he goes, he takes
Es
the
que
stage.
nunca me lo
He
piden
does
cuando no
miss.
tengo. Y
Going
luego
back
por un
forward now,
tiempo,
his
un
team's
buen
up there.
tiempo,
Oh, yes,
cuando no
he'll
tengo
start us a
novia,
couple of times. Can he win this
no
straight?
me lo
He does
piden.
not.
Porque cuando tengo novia,
And as you
venga a
watch,
pedirme
check the
las
points
cosas
on
y
the
todas.
right-hand
Yo
side.
digo,
Nobody's
yo para
climbing on 5
mierda
and
ya.
12 as
In
they
the
did
mud.
it. Rama Record go gets the control
O
there,
sea,
but Little Whip
imagínate
contesting
que
them
tú tienes
right
un novio
back.
que lo
Funky
quieres
versus
de
Moya
verdad
will
todo
be back, is
y
looking to
después
find it, but the
viene
contestant is
una
going to the middle.
chica
Here's the Moya, he knows
y te
just a
dice
second in there.
que te
Uncontested will be enough.
Ninja.
Can he get it?
¿Tú qué le dirías?
No, he doesn't have knocked down. The impulse grenade at the second he landed, knocks everyone out. No one's in there. Can he
Y se lo
find
van
it? And he
diciendo
does.
todo el
That's
rato,
it.
todos los
His
días
feet
un
touch the
montón de
ground.
chicas.
The
Hay
impulse
chicas.
doesn't go off.
¿Tú qué le
So Moya
¿Tú qué
takes
harías?
it for the Funky Fighters with some brilliant teamwork.
What
Oye,
a
eso es lo que me
intense
pasa a mí,
endgame,
siempre
too.
me lo
Get
dicen
taken
así.
out at 999 points. Really, anything can happen in those final
Siempre
moments.
me lo
Now,
dicen
I'm
cuando ya
telling you,
tengo.
I love the
Y
Sky
por eso me
Station
enfadé con la
Showdown. Can't
Lucía,
wait
no
for
por
more
otra
people to
cosa.
start playing it. The Funky
Porque yo
Fresh
estaba
Fighter
harta de
right
que me
there
lo pidan.
celebrating with his team. You can see them just so excited, so happy. Let's take a look at this final replay. Now again, we talked about
¿Sabes
the
qué?
impulses being a great denial tool. Right
Yo
now,
con la
the
Nerea
down,
pensaba
set
que la
back
Nerea
down,
no me
goes
quería de
in, but
verdad.
misses the jump monster.
He almost had the flashiest ending ever. Just kind of diving
Porque
in and
nos
wrapping it all up.
peleemos al
But it was
principio,
just good enough. Like you
cuando
said,
nos
you only have to stay there
conocimos,
for a bit.
que
And even with the impulse bumping him out,
ella
that's
está
it.
en la casa
And I
de
think you
la
saw the
Madeleine,
impulse explosion the
jugando
second
al
after
fornito
going
con la
off the team,
Madeleine,
doing everything they can, but
yo
it
estaba
was
en mi
not
casa,
enough to shut
jugando
down
al
the
fornito
Funky
con la
Fighters.
Madeleine.
Moya, Kutu, Uzi, Gracias, incredibly
¿Sabes?
well done
Entonces,
to take the second
nos
match of the
conocimos
first
ahí, nos
set at the Creative
peleemos,
Finals.
Yeah, you know what? I
después
am
no
a
sé
Funky
cómo se
Fighter
enamoró de mí, cómo
rooter
me
and
vio,
supporter now. I'm
y
rooting for them.
catapum, pim, clac, saca, pim,
Really?
pam,
Is
pum.
you okay? Just gonna bandwagon right after. Yay, the next team who won.
Ya
I'm
se
their
sentía
fan,
mi
but no,
amor.
great performance coming out from them. And it's one thing we talked about, right? The adaptation that
Ella y
happens
yo.
from match to match. On the
La
record,
verdad
was
es
like,
que es
oh,
bastante
we're gonna
raro
change our game plan. That didn't work out.
Yeah, it really didn't in
que
those
surjase el
endgame
amor, aunque
situations.
sí,
They really just kind
que
of
primero
crept
me
up
odie y luego
and
me
snuck
quiera.
and took the entire competition.
They did, and they were able to make sure that they got time in
Eo.
the middle when Little Whip and that team weren't
Porque-
able to get their on the record.
Porque primero me odiaba y luego me quería. ¿Tú qué creerías? Que no te quiere, ¿no?
That's
Pues yo
just
al
kind of how
principio
it
me
happens, you
pensaba
know. Now they
que
find
era una
themselves one
broma.
step closer to taking the
Es que me lo
silver
decía hasta
llama
mi tía,
for
que
this
es
set.
una broma.
Because remember, at the end of the day, these are just the games, but they have to take the entire set. Now the pressure's on.
The pressure is on, but the Funky Fighters have a little bit of pressure off of their shoulders because they know they got that top spot. They have Pookie standing
A la
by the
Nerea me
top deck
acuerdo
with the
cuando le
Pooks.
hice una broma.
Thank you so much, Sundown. I am down
¿Sabes qué
here.
broma fue?
Our
Le hice corto y dijo,
Congratulations,
ok,
guys. First off and
carita,
foremost, now,
carita,
I gotta talk about the moment
carita
where you
mala,
guys were
¿verdad?
just sitting, you did
Y
one
yo le
point
dije,
left
el
to win.
papel.
What was that like?
I was really nervous. Like, I
A
was
veces una
imagining,
buena broma.
like, losing with 1 point would be terrible. So, let's get 1 more point, and we did it. So.
It was definitely devastating. I was screaming in my
Yo le
seat.
dije-
I heard all the fans in the audience screaming for you
Y le
guys
dije, ¿te las
as well.
prendo?
So going into the next game, what do you guys think your strategy is going to be? Are you gonna keep doing what you're doing? Are you gonna mix it up a little bit?
I think doing what we're doing is fine because first game we got second place, second game we won. So yeah, we're gonna try and do the same thing and hopefully win again.
and hopefully have more than a 1 point buffer, right?
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
For sure. Now, just coming over here to you, what has it been like to be here at the Fortnite World Creative House? Just playing in front of this audience, you know, hearing everybody cheer for you guys to win. What is that like?
Oye, ¿puedes mirar mi directo?
That's the only thing I can think of. It's fun. To compete
Estoy en
against
directo.
everyone else, meet your teammates, and just have fun.
Creo, Sí, estoy en directo, hay 0 personas viéndolo.
Is this your first time
puedes
playing
mirar?
together as a team?
I don't see it, sorry.
Is it your first time playing together as a team?
Yeah, it's the first time.
Well, you guys definitely make it look super easy. Thank you all so much for being here and talking to you. I'm going to let you get your synergy back together. Sundown and Monster, back to you up at the desk.
Thank you so much, Pookie. In the funky, fresh fighters, I mean, their game plan has been solid. Second place, first place. Now, I understand why you might want to bandwagon a little bit, but I'm still going to hang out with my Llama Record show. But I want to talk about the changes we saw from match 1 to match 2 in terms of gameplay, and was it what you expected?
Definitely not what I expected. I thought Gotaga's team was going to come out here and crush it right behind the Fish Fam. But as you can see, huge upsets. Anything can kind of go either which way. I mean, talk about like kind of beginner's luck or something like that. You just put a team together. They didn't practice. They're just coming out here and wiping players up. So a lot of talented players here at the Creative Finals.
I mean, Tamoya talked about it. He was like, hey, when I pick my team, very confident there with their death run ability. Want to see what they do in the elimination race during World Run. But incredibly well so far at Sky Station. That's going to be a confidence booster, because if you can get the Silver Llama there and you're confident in your ability on the World Run, you're set.
Yeah, you're just one step closer. So with the first place and the second place, they're clearly having a good set so far here at the Sky Station Showdown.
Yeah, it's been very well done from them, but it's still anybody's game. Don't forget, the winner of the Silver Llama is the one who has accumulated the most prize money across, which equates roughly to placements, but you don't get punished if you're placing in that bottom half. 4th through 8th, all receiving the same amount of prize money in each one of the matches.
Yes, everyone is a winner. So you really have to fight till the end, regardless if you're in the lead or not. This is why these guys are going for it, because this is life-changing prize money on the line.
And I mean, we've seen the difference 10 seconds in that center circle. 120 right there. It makes a huge difference, but enough of us breaking it down. We're going to throw it outside to Bala, because he's going to show us what's up with the tactics. Bala, what do you got for us?
I'm out here at the Fan Festival, and I don't have a bandwagon here, but maybe after this set I'll have to hop on somewhere with Monster. We got a ton of awesome action. I've been watching it, and I have to show you guys what went down in that first and second games. It was awesome. First off, the Llama Record Company started off with an amazing take, cohesiveness on the point. Every single time they went up here, they were going from two sides, two angles, and the sword approach at the center, but made sure that he was the most important person not to go down. You see there, Hand of Blood and his teammates all backing up. He's going to have an engagement on the side. These sword fights, it's really easy for him to just mow it down, but immediately as he realizes his teammates are up on the point, about to get up, about to push the ramps, he comes up from the side, slices and dices, but meanwhile, they ended up falling down the leaderboard. If you look at it now, where they're at, they're only in second place. Fishman was ahead of them, but all while Scissors was dancing and talking all the smack, telling his teammates to try to get the crowd involved. It was Llama Record Company making the plan, making the play to get in towards the center. Absolutely amazing take in the center on this first game. Led to Hand of Blood staying in that point and absolutely dominating with the super point there. Guys, 2 matches down on Sky Station Showdown, 1 more to go. We'll see where Monster lands at the end of this, because I will maybe join you on that bandwagon. Guys, take it back.
I mean, that's starting to get a little awful crowded, man. Real quick, you guys hopping on those bandwagons. But as you said, there is 1 more regular Sky Station Showdown match in this set. We will see it again later in the remix version during the Golden Games. And it's been so fun to watch the difference of players, who's able to be very strong with the Infinity Blade, how the pinches end up coming. And now in this 3rd match, it's only going to get better from these guys.
Yeah, definitely want to see some more of that kind of team work happening here. And why not just hop right into a game right now, right? Let's go see some more action here because this last game of the set is loading in right now.
Yes, and this will be the final match of this set. Set 1 after this, a silver llama will be awarded, and we are in the match. It's Sky Station Showdown. Set 1 about to be over, and here we go.
All right, gotta love those players just kind of beelining out. And don't forget, you know exactly who your neighbors are. You know who is to your left and to your right because you can see the banners and the designs on their spawns. And a nice look at our captains right there.
And right away you can see a number of teams finding ramp paths where they're able to use their first 5 materials, next 5, Sword does a double jump, boom. Right to the top, Chicken Champions. Excellent.
This is what matters right here, is stopping the funky fighters because clearly they have been doing some good work together as a team so far. Tomoya is off to the races here though, set to run away. Can the Sunshine Soldiers come back? Can the Cuddle Crew make a big appearance for themselves? Because they can really shake it up here. It can go any which way depending on who has the most victories really in the best placement.
Yeah, so currently you will see the fact that they're able to be pushed off right there. Llama Record Code putting shots down towards the spawn. You don't want to peek though because the hunting rifles will be coming out in the shot. Just misses Carnifex right there. And straight back down. Ninja firing it off but gets pushed out by Raven's Revenge right there.
Yeah, Carnifex having a tough time kind of listening in there. Carnifex was sniped from the side. We have Taldak here jumping right in from the Little Witch Warriors. He's going toe-to-toe. Gotaga's down and out.
So, if I'm the Llama Record Company, and I know I've won a match, and then I did okay in the last one, they were in fourth, so they were there, they were close. Funky Fighters have a win in second place. Do you send somebody to just hard deny the Funky Fighters the entire time? You don't get the Silver Llama stuff, right? If the Funky Fighters finish above you, they're going to do that, though. Because it's better off to deny them than it is to push up the top.
Yeah, but the problem is then, the Little Witch Warriors have been so consistent, you literally allow them to snipe the competition because you over-focus. So I think the play here is play your game, and if anything, stay away from them. Let the Ravens do that, gritty work for you, and on the other side, take that victory.
There you go. I like to hear it, Monster. That's fantastic analysis. That's why we keep you around, to break down and making sure you challenge the initial opinion there as the Ravens Revenge were able to get on the top of the game. Fantastic spot against home right now, building up a 40-point lead.
Yeah, even Gotaga's team is still in this. They've been doing relatively well so far. Here it is. He just kind of goes toe-to-toe and Ninja strikes him right down. Oh, but hey, his teammate comes on in. Ravens Revenge. Who is that? Magma comes right up to the top. And give you guys a little fun fact about Magma. He's from Fortnite team. Favorite aspect of actually speedrunning. Always finds ways to
I mean, good on him, man. I get incredibly frustrated by that, but then watching these guys do the speed runs and how quickly they go through and how efficiently, it just reminds me why we're up here talking about it and watching them do this creative magic. As Mr. Hunting the top, goes straight up to the lay and right back down. Cuddle Crew not quite able to get him. It goes up again, so right now just denying the Cuddle Crew the points. But we talked about how we want to see more from them right now, pushing into the top 3.
Yes, the Cuddle Crew, come on, make a big appearance. Every game is worth so much. You, at the very least, want to be up in that top 4 contention so that you can take a little for home with you. Here it is, Ninja. Disengages, actually just takes down Magma. And hey, I like the strat here. He says, you know what, I got low health, let's just get back on this respawn wagon. Doesn't even give anyone the satisfaction of stealing the siphon.
I was about to say, no siphon, no materials, quick reset, knows he can get out there, was basically in his spawn anyway. That is the type of competitive edge Ninja always looks to give himself.
I love that. That was like 200 IQ. Low key right there. It was very well played. But back to Gotaga. He can't do much. He knows there's a team up there. Waits for his entire squad to go up the ramp and then hops right to the top. But now back to Gotaga, who's on the point by himself. He wants to kind of bait him into the close. Can he get the hit? He does. Gotaga goes right down. Straight to the top.
That was sick, using the jump right as the animation had started to make sure he clipped him from the bottom, dodges the Funky Fresh Fighter out. Gotaga now getting pinned from the side. 3 of the Funky Fresh Fighters up there doing everything they can, and their shots will come out, trying to find it. And Dracius coming back up to try and get some defense there. Gotaga instead just going to disengage.
It's actually prime movement right there as well. You just see him baiting and switching, going back and forth, trying to get in there, see if he can kind of sneak in and get some extra damage. And here it is, someone's in front of him. He only needs 2 swipes. He goes down, he gets the siphon. Oh, cannot convert another, which would have kept him in the game. His teammates are here though.
We're seeing a lot more points being assorted. There's a little more top-heavy this game, going towards the 10-minute mark right now, with Raven's Revenge along the record code, 100 points clear of the rest of the field.
Unfortunately, though, the Funky Biters have fell to the bottom of the totem pole. If they can't come up to the top, they actually are pushing themselves way out of the average, running for the win of this set. So they really need a massive comeback here. But Savenos is showing why he's here with 13 eliminations already. And bye-bye, ball's down, like Brian. No ball damage.
Yeah, that might be one of those moments where you opt for deny, and in fact, he does say, hey, I'm not 5 HP anyway.
Smart play for him. Sunshine Soldiers having a spot to themselves as well right now. Not quite sure who they pushed out here, but the impulse are flying overhead. And Gotaga, they're doing so good at holding the point here, and this is why they're in the #1 lead. They don't have too much cushion to play with.
No, particularly when 12 points per second on that center. He is open. Gotaga checking his surroundings. No shots coming through. And Arctic actually using the door edit and just a little counter edit to make sure that Novi is able to come up and contest him and just starts raining shots down towards the Little Whip Warriors. Raven's Revenge making it a lot difficult this game, but Ninja Arctic goes down. Chappie goes down. Ninja gets the slip. Gotaga, will he be able to find the last hit? Ninja intelligently backs away and screams. That one up, and they take control.
Yeah, I love how he played that, stepping and sidestepping to that move to stay alive, because it doesn't matter if your team successfully wipes a point. You don't have your captain there to seal the deal for the afterwards, or not earn anything from it. Here comes Gotaga. He gets himself into the fire, straight into the point there. They get taken out. Here it is. Amaya's team has fallen to last place. Can they make a miraculous comeback here before the 7-minute mark? Maybe get themselves in the running and trying their hardest.
And I mean, generally we talk about caster curses. It might be like players thinking what's going on right now. Everyone's saying, yeah, we're doing well. We're going to stick to our game plan.
That just shows you know how to play here. These guys are evolving and they're playing better. Here goes Scissors. He needs one more swipe there, but 5 taps wins this.
Incredibly well. Players speak. But he's been consistently highest up there. Trying to get some pressure down. Good for them. Comes up the There's also up there. Relay battle. But it's more chicken say.
Own it.
Añade un comentario.
From Spain.
Ponte en el chat de directo. Y pon un comentario.
¿Y qué pongo?
Hola, soy tu amiga Iraida. Lo he dicho bien, ¿verdad? Hola. Le he dicho bien, ¿verdad? Tu nombre. Iraida. Un comentario, ¿quién será? Hola, soy tu meja. No se te ha cumplido eso. ¿Qué cara es esa? La de Lisa. Ahora mismo. Haremos ahora mismo un sorteo de 5 pavos. Anda, los he ganado yo, qué bien, ahí los tengo. Me voy a poner esta acá, con esta acá. Bueno, me voy a poner dime, dejarme por el chat del directo qué preferís, tablet Ya, pero el azul de rayas ese. Este. Vale. No se me ha guardado. Hombre. Ahora. ¿Y qué pico queréis? El pico de este, el pico de cocina, el pico bueno, el pico rosado, el pico de hierro, el pico de cumpleaños, el pico de racha o el pico nubia. O al azar. Dejádmelo por los comentarios, por favor. Ay, te saludo, Ida, en medio del directo. Dejádmelo por los comentarios. Dejadme por los comentarios. Ok. Bueno, me voy a poner mi aleatorio. Porque el naranja no sé ni para lo que sirve.
¿Cuál? Está en el chat del juego. Te lo he puesto, ¿lo ves? Ah, vale, espera que cojo el móvil a ver. Tú me das el arma y yo te lo doy. No, yo quiero un tradeo legal, por si acaso también. Soy youtuber, estoy en directo.
The replay, you can see the counter in the top right, but the fish spam going up and challenging on the other side. You can see them hopping up there. No one was at the Ravens' revenge as soon as they were there, and the celebration too. You have to be excited when you see that victory royale screen pop off when you're up there. I mean, what's it like to win a game on that stage? I have no idea. Those guys do though.
We you know, at some point before the day's over, we really got to recap the other point of a point of view there, because they had it. They were one tick ahead. They were there, knocking on the door. 55,000 bonus prize on top of this entire competition. It was right there.
And it got taken away, and this is why I love Sky Station Showdown. The clutch little moments, the interactions that happen, very similar to Battle Royale, where every single thing that is happening on the map can affect the overall end result of the game, as you see there in Raven's Revenge, closing it out. Gotaga, the competitive veteran, able to clutch it up in the final moments. Magma, RTR, and Chappie as well. Just a great performance out of them, taking the top spot in the final match of the first set.
Not to say I was winning the whole time. I started off, Ravens Revenge, kind of making me feel like, hey, oh my God, just go with your gut, guys, all right? Ravens Revenge, that's what I said when I started this whole thing. Told you.
Quiero salir de dudas de si ahora, bueno, reaccionaremos a la entrevista y tal, quedan 9 minutos para poner los códigos y reaccionar a la tienda de Fortnite, chicos, que se actualiza ahora como bien estáis viendo a continuación. 10 minutos y 20 segundos, ahí está. Y si sale una skin muy chula, pues seguramente jugaremos partidas con ella hasta que gane y luego veremos las finales del modo creativo y reaccionaremos en directo. Se supone que son 3 partidas por cada modo de juego y ya ha terminado el primer modo de juego, que ha sido muy caótico. Espero que cambie bastante la dinámica y ver el segundo modo de juego, y vamos a estar aquí para verlo y reaccionar. Vamos a ver lo que dice esta gente. Ahí está, chicos, vamos con la entrevista.
were trying to put pressure on that green point, and yeah, we were able to control that and
sobre todo al punto verde y que
yeah, we were able to play
mañana se corta el pelo y le dejará el nombre del peluquero por si le quiere cortar el pelo el presentador. ¿Qué le quieres decir a todos los fans, a toda la gente que está aquí?
Incredible. I'm happy that so many people are here. I don't know, just the joy is so amazing.
Immediately into contention because it's cumulative prize point to find out who will take that first silver llama and kind of get a leg up for the rest of the creative final.
I actually want to touch on something that, you know, was kind of interesting. He called Ninja's capture point the green point. These guys are like that focused here. He's like, okay, we know who's kind of farming which one. They're shutting players down, shutting down their competition, so that they can take these sets.
That's the next step, right? As soon as you're immediately in there, and that's the big part for Sky Station that I enjoy, is you have the ability to see where the other opponents are in relation to you to score. So if you want to go and try and make somebody's life difficult, you might not be maximizing your points, but you can effectively help your team the most by just denying the other guys and being like, hey, you don't get to play this. And occasionally, if you put enough pressure on them, maybe they default to rotating the other way. Maybe they go somewhere longer. Maybe they have to wait. It only pushes forward. All of those are advantages you can get by just putting pressure on another team. And there's so many different layers. And I think when we see the remix for this, it's going to get even more exciting.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, here and at home, there's a remix version. We have some nice twisted surprise that we will see unfold as the day goes on. That was just our first iteration of this round, and honestly, it was a great set. But that just leaves us with the question, too. Funky Fighters, they had an amazing opening, right? Second place is great. You get big prize bonus for that. You win game 2, and then you kind of flop game 3. Depending on where they went, their average might have really been anchored down.
Yeah, that ends up being really, really, really harmful. But luckily there, if you're in the 4th to 8th place, there's no additional, I don't want to say penalty, because they're all getting $10,000 for the match in of itself. So there's just no additional gain after that fact. You're still able to stay par. So 4th would have been just as bad, but 8th, you're kind of looking like, oh, that'll really bring down the average. It's not the worst case scenario going on there. So they should still be at least in the running, but you can't be comfortable. No. Like, not at all. It's so incredible, and now we are going to go over the stage. We have the results, and your set 1 winner is the Funky Fighters. The last match was not enough. The singular win in the double goes over to them. They will have that first silver llama, and there he is throwing it up, and I mean, you got to be happy for him.
They did it. I thought maybe it wasn't enough, but it was. Love this celebration right here.
You kind of are like, it's a little, I don't want to say like bittersweet there, but it's like, oh, you kind of like get pushed out in the last game, and then boom, you get it. But now the silver llama, but they're happy. They realize, and the big thing, that gives them a leg up for the rest of the competition. If they can win the next match, another team has to win both of them. Such a great job from the Funky Fighters, sticking to their guns, staying with the strategy, getting 2 top 2 plays finishes, one of them being a win.
I actually love this right here. They're all getting together, showing team harmony. They're clearly happy. They take the first set. That's amazing. They're off to the right start, really. They can get another 1 or 2 of those, and this entire creative finals is theirs.
Well, and again, we talked with Tomoya beforehand, and he was like, yeah, we're really confident when we can get in the we want to be on that world. We know what we can do there. We have some really good runners, and said they just not to do that. They just shut it down?
Yeah, I was just going to touch it. I was like, you know what? Yeah, this wasn't even their strong suit, right? He did a death run at some point. That's when he recruited his people for this creative challenge. So, for him to take what might be one of our, you know, toe-to-toe PvP sessions, that's actually crazy. And here's the team standings, Sundown.
Yeah, look at the final team standings. The Llama Record Code do just get edged out by $1,500 there. The Funky Fighters, you can see on the right-hand side, have been awarded that silver llama. Rounding it out, you have Raven's Revenge in the top 3, Cuddle Crew and Little Whip Warriors both at 55, sitting in 4th and 5th. Fish Bam, Sunshine Soldiers, I almost got that one, 6 and 7, and then 8 there are the Chicken Champions, but this is set 1 of 4. There's still tons of creative games to be going on. I mean, it's been so good, and like we talked about earlier, we have a never-before-seen map and game mode for you guys. Now, I know we released Prop Hunt. It's something that's kind of similar to that. How many of you guys have played Red Light, Green Light? at some point in time, right? You've been there, you've done it. I know, whether it might have been a little while ago. Junkyard Juke is a red light, green light prop hunt version where you will have 2 teams sitting up as guards, 6 teams running. You will rotate through every single one of the rounds, and here you can see how to win. You have to dodge those guards, sprint into the center, and incinerate yourself in order to get those points. There are 4 rounds per match, Monster. And how do they score?
Yeah, but also, before we get there, you only get to be guard once. And while you're guard, you do not accumulate points. But yes, the points come in through the props themselves. So when you are on the prop side, you want to choose small, medium, or large objects and try and get it to the incinerator under the guard tower. It's actually really difficult. Like you said, it's a hybrid. It's a red light, green light, slash prop hunt style. This is a pretty tough game mode. We played a fair amount of it. I got my hands on it. This is actually a lot harder than it kind of sounds.
So it's something that is completely different. I don't know how many of you guys have played Prop Hunt. Definitely check it out. It's on the Creative Islands. It's a lot of fun, but this brings an additional aspect to it. The guards are able to have those times, they're able to plan routes out, and you can have strategies, right? So, hey, maybe I want to run all big props the whole time.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
There's tons of different things. Let's check out the format and see what these guys, how they're going to go through, what the map looks like, and really get an idea of how the game is looking.
Get ready for more creative Fortnite with the latest competitive creative map, Junkyard Juke. This new game brings the fun of prop hunt with 8 teams will rotate through different roles on the map. 6 teams will transform into props and attempt to make it into the center of the map, while 2 teams of guards try to keep them away. Teams will rotate their roles over the course of 4 rounds, each team getting 1 turn as the guards. Their objective? To defend the incinerator from the other teams, armed only with revolvers and their keen attention to detail. During each round, teams of props will earn points by reaching the incinerator in the central pit. The bigger the prop, the more points. But be careful. Being bigger means you're easier to spot. To keep themselves from getting eliminated, prop teams need to time their movements very carefully. Every few seconds, the guard teams will be blinded for a short time, and the center point turns green, giving the props a chance to run for the hills, or rather, the pit. Once a prop reaches the goal, they respawn at their home base to start over, running as many props as they can before the match ends. If a player is eliminated, they also respawn at their home base and need to start the trek all over again. After 4 rounds, each team points from their prop rounds will be required. The team with the most points wins the game. So keep an eye out for those moving bushes, crates, and gnomes. And enjoy Junkyard Juke.
Thank you so much, Zeke, for that update. That's Junkyard Juke, something that has never before been seen. It looks kind of a little simple, but it's wacky, it's fun. There's a lot of small little minutia that go into things you can min-max on, and also there's just a level of ridiculousness. Of Raven's Revenge, and then the Little Whip Warriors, Ninja, Taco, Taldak, and FaZe Kaz taking their shots off. Now, fun fact, the screens are there, you can't see, but you can shoot through them. So don't be afraid to take some shots. I mean, we know the trick shotters will.
Yeah, some people are already shooting. They figured that part out. It looks like Chappie hasn't quite yet. He's kind of looking. He's just blind shooting. Oh, there it is. Now he's firing through. He's noticed, hey, these are not ricocheting off of this curtain here. I can fire right on through. So you want to stop them. You want to force stop them. You want to also kind of memorize the map in the lane.
And right away you can see as soon as the blinds go down, people go. But the first points are starting to come through as Lachlan is able to get in. And the Blood's team, the Llama Record Co. also able to get a 10-pointer and then a 5-pointer, following it directly behind. Oh no, it was another 10-pointer. So we already see some of the props having successful runs.
Look at him go. There it is. You saw a big old truck kind of sneak on by. And these objects are slipping right underneath. But who knows how long that'll last. Here's Scissors. You got to park it. You got to stay still. Oh, can he blend in?
And one other thing you can note there, the props will clip to other objects that are there. So if you see something that isn't sitting perfectly naturally like Scissors was, right there, clipped into it, boom, got him brilliantly done. Lachlan hits one of those bounce pads that are stuck in there. They will launch you up in the air. But great run coming out from X-Sandy into Moya, utilizing the air conditioners to find their way to the end. Bensor and Alex JJ desperately trying to get in. Alex JJ with another 10-point prop, and Hand of Blood gets picked up just before. That would have been a huge swing, but right now, Sunshine Soldiers in first place with 35 points.
They are finding their rhythm here. Sunshine Soldiers taking the lead right now. This is a hard game mode to break free in because you got to think about it. These guards are not playing around. They are shooters, right, at heart. And at the end of the day, if something looks off, something looks odd, like this white vent right here, you're just going to get popped. So you got to be careful here. And there it is. Nice job of, kind of hitting the brakes here. And, oh, he hits one of those trapdoors. Let's talk about that, Sundown.
So you can actually see it. There is the little tiny springs. They launch you upward. There's a couple that can be chained into each other. But if you are one of those bigger objects and you get sent up, you are just quite literally sometimes flying garbage.
Yeah. But, it would be too easy if we didn't lay traps around, right? So, got to kind of spice it up for the people that are turned into props, too.
So you can also, actually, the people who can turn into props, there's one pathway where you can chain two of them together. So if you can get there, you almost land directly in front of it. So as long as you time it correctly, you can use them slightly to your advantage, but most of the time they're a little bit more annoying. And boom, you can see that rusted truck going in. And now the Funky Fighters pulling out another lead, 60 points so far.
And this is something important to note, guys. You have to get it into the incinerator, fully processed before the timer counts down, or else your point will not be processed.
Which is a big thing on the min-maxing. What we mean by that is maximizing your efficiency. So if you were to get the most points possible, you run only 10 points the entire time. Not only because they're worth more, but they take less time to sort because they're the first one that goes through. The two-point props are able to run, I don't want to say relatively easier, but much easier compared to a dumpster and a card, particularly because you have cover. With that being said, take about an extra 3 to 4 seconds to sort, so it makes it that much less efficient, plus being only 20% of the point value.
That's right. So Clytax there has chosen a big object. Achin and Zond over here, smaller objects. They're kind of blending right into all of the dumpster trash. Clearly harder to track down and kind of, I guess, how do I say this? Sort out, right?
Yeah.
Amongst all the clutter here.
Exactly. You want things that don't stick out, or you want to find a path for an object that you can take all the time. So you notice how there's a section where there's like 4 or 5 rusted cars. Grab a rusted car and go park yourself with those, because yes, the guy knows, oh, there's a bunch of rusted cars there. Screen goes back up. Oh, there's still a bunch of rusted cars there. I'm good. Next thing you know, the prop walks his way up. You can also, as you're running, walk rotation. So if you hit your crouch button, whatever you had that bound to, whether you're playing on controller, iPad, PC, all of them end up completely stopping, so it will send you totally naturally, just like what you would see.
And this is also those moments, right, when you're in the guard, oh, someone spotted there, popped him. Tomoya, nice job seeing something out of the ordinary, but notice he gets an elimination on the object. You don't earn points for that, so it's just your job to stop everyone from getting any kind of points. You don't break away with the lead. When you're in the guard tower, you can't allow them to score, and you're not scoring.
Which can end up being very interesting if the team in the lead, which generally happens because you have 3 chances to score, is shooting last round. right? Because then it's all about how good are your pressure. And one other thing you can see, starting to fire through the screens, very well done for them, picking up an elim there. But right now, Kadoku already wresting the lead away. All three of them sitting there at 60, but they're 5-point processes, and it goes through as two more dumpsters throw themselves into the fray.
Yeah, and that's because the Funky Fighters cannot earn points here in the guard round. The Sunshine Soldiers using this opportunity once again to just break away even closer to taking lead. And the Chicken Champions can't earn anything either.
I love that from Clitex. Right away, hides himself behind the box, and you see his hands. He's like, please, please make sure it's not there. And then boom, gets the point, gets a nice little selfie going in. And you can see all of them getting sorted there. Another way, I'm all about the min-maxing. Point your camera towards the end. You go just a little bit faster.
Sundown pulling out the straps here. The question is, can our competitors figure it out fast enough with their limited amount of games here? But 20 seconds on the clock. Can he get this in time? Remember, you gotta grab the dumpster, drop the dumpster, and get it processed. That was perfect.
That was so good by Stuart000 because he dodged the little springboard there. You saw him look at it and be like, oh, no, I'm good. And that was the last run. None of these props are going to be able to get sorted. Lachlan gets picked out at the end. You can see 3, 2, 1, but not going to be enough. You need to get all the way through and sorted on the point as the rest of the denial comes through, and we're going to rotate the guards up again.
Yes, so we will have some new guards take their place. This is honestly Chicken Champions' opportunity to start scoring some points and hopefully close up the gap here. The Sunshine Soldiers are now at the bottom layer of the guard tower, and the Fish Fam are at the top. So it is time to kind of mix it up.
My eyes are on the Funky Fighters right now. They are great. They're very close, and on top of that, they're the team with the Silver Llama. As we talked about, they are so incredibly close, doing everything they can to push towards the top. And you can see they got a lot of elims too in the round where they were playing defense. So not a ton of scoring going past them. Only 35 points off the pace. But what I'm shocked about right now is there is nobody running 2-point props at all. Zero.
Tamoria's a genius. He was already spotted out for the statue. He kind of hit over to the side and said, you know what, I kind of got to wait here. I can't park this statue out in the open. He's going to be hunting for me. And that's exactly what he does. Kind of sits it over on the side there. And that's how he earns himself another point. So they're actually playing very, very smart here. And that's why they've been doing so good at these competitions.
I think the guards need to be slightly more aggressive. It's unlimited ammunition. You can't run out. If you think something is suspicious, or if you just want to take a shot at it, shoot your shot. Yeah. What's the worst case that happens? You miss. There's no accuracy stats going on there. If something looks suspicious, don't let it through. You're the guards, and you want to deny as much as possible. And again, every match is for $55,000 for the winning team. You want that, and that will lead into the Llamas as well. You don't want to end up in that 4th to 8th spot. You want to push past your competitors as we see a whole mess of air conditioners going in there. The water heaters in. It was fantastic for Raven's Revenge, and Llama Record Co. are also climbing their way up the leaderboard, 110 points so far.
Great job for the Llama Record Company. Alex, JJ, Carnifex, Venoss, and Hand of Blood. His team is doing great right here as they seemingly inch their way to the top somehow, overtaking the Cuddle crew. Which, by the way, Lachlan's team has been showing up here. It's good to see them, catch a little bit of domination here in this Junkyard Juke.
Well, like we said, the creative finals is all about celebrating the different types of creative skills. There's different ways to express that. We have the World Run where it's there. We saw Sky Station Showdown, which shows off building and team tactics. And right now, Prop Hunt is all about min-maxing efficiency, working together, and hitting your shots.
Yeah, absolutely, because when you're in that guard tower, you don't have opportunity to miss. You let them score, they're going to break free and break away and get the lead. Let's look at Svenos here, who's that bullseye, just kind of blending right in.
The archery target, there's a lot of them out there, but you need to be careful because they're slightly harder. And come on.
Uh-oh.
Really?
He's floating up
really? There. You can see kind of like the look on his face. He's like, there's no way this works. And one other thing to talk about is orientation of your prop. So you notice he actually swapped his camera and pointed in the other direction. Unfortunately, was clipping into the trash bag there. But if you're running forward, your prop faces backwards. So you need to run and then turn, settle yourself. That's the best way. Or you orient yourself around the stuff that's near you. Because if you're facing in a totally random direction, that'll earn a bullet in most circumstances.
I love how aggressive they were at the final moments. The clock was...
You gotta go!
Yeah, the clock was ticking. They're like, you know what, we gotta get in here. But that was round 3 of 4 for this first game right here. And, you know, it's kind of going either which way. So if you've already had your shot at the guard tower, you're safe. You're good. You can keep getting points. But if this is your last opportunity, you're in a guard tower, that's all the points you got. That's it. They have to hold strong.
So this is where it really comes into mind who is running, who is in the tower, and what does the scoreboard look like. So right now we can see right away Llama Record Co. is up there, and I believe it's with, I didn't see who that other team was. When we pan back over, we'll call that out. But Llama Record Co. is in first right now, and I think Cuddle Crew is with them as well. So it's typical that the top two would be up there, and it is. The top two teams are in the guard tower. So right now, everyone needs to unseat them, otherwise they will take this first match of set 2.
I'll be honest with you, it's a pretty big lead. That's a substantial lead. Whoever is left in the game, the Sunshine Soldiers, Funky Fighters, Chicken Champions, you got to bring these big items through and do it successfully with the limited time left in this round right here, because if not, it's going to be hard to catch up to that 150.
We're starting to see a little bit more consistency right there. And look at Svenos shooting. He's just shooting everything. He's not worried in terms of going through there. Does hit one elim, fires the shots off going through, trying to look at just anything that he thinks doesn't look normal. Anything that maybe not have been there before.
I think one of my favorite things, watching them just shoot the boxes like, what's that? Was that there? Was that there? Was that there? Was that there? He's just taking his shots. That's exactly what you got to do here if you want to hold this lead here. And that's why they're dominating. You can see the no hesitation really coming out of them, and that's why they have the lead right now. And it's great. It's great that they're hitting his shots. It's great that Svenos is holding it down.
But the Funky Fighters, we talked about it, eyes on them, already up to 120. One more 10-point prop will put them past. And unfortunately for Ninja there, does get hit on the springboard, but gets in anyway, so just a little bit of time loss. A great shot from Lachlan. My lord, I barely even saw that.
Ford Turtle from Australia hit a springboard, and Lachlan shut that down. His fellow Australian brother right there. Very nicely done. You don't want to hit those springboards, man.
And now you can see 125 from the Funky Fighters. They're doing everything they can to overtake. They want this match victory. They want to keep the momentum rolling. But the Cuddle Group is doing a great job of picking up targets and running their timeout. Getting some both right as they get out of spawn and before they're about to score, which the waste of time is even that much more efficient, but unfortunately not finding anything there.
Yeah, Lachlan is really not timing his kind of rotations and reloads properly. Notice he's not also utilizing the shooting through the curtain factor there. He's kind of holding himself back. That's why you saw him with a couple elims right there. But he's got to put that pressure down, lock down these lanes so that they don't just get like free rotations through, right?
And again, we talked about it a little bit. I'm very surprised nobody is consistently running 2-point props. You can get them in close to every run if you pick the right path and you take the covered angles. It's very difficult to stop them, particularly with the smaller hitbox. But so far, we've only seen 2 scores.
Yep, and I like that. Cuddle Crew right there, 130 points. This is their time. Cuddle Crew still doing really good defense right here. Oh no, but you know, Cass's curse. I feel so bad. Chicken Champion comes up out of nowhere, takes that one right away.
Able to get him there, and now the Funky Fighters 5 points out. Anything going in will be enough, and the time ticks over. They didn't get it in there. Oh! Did they get it in there? They might have got the 5-point right at the end, but no, wasn't enough. Llama Record Co. on the defense says, lock it up. We good. Brilliantly done from them, and that's what I'm talking about. When you're sitting there on defense, you know exactly how long you need to keep them out, exactly what you need to do in order to take the victory, and no surprise there. The guys who are all about that apocalypse game mode during the creative trials, able to take home the very first match ever on Junkyard Juke.
That was well played. Valiant effort for everyone that participated in that run right there. And it was a close one. 150 points to the contender having 145. Just 1 point. One small radius.
And this is what I'm talking about, where if you had one person who was running just 2-point props there and got their successful runs at the end, they would have it. That's 3 successful runs. That takes about a minute, and you could have collected it.
So go ahead.
Nobody opted to do it.
Maybe some of these guys need a little help here. Let's redo this. What would you suggest here, Sundown?
I don't want to say suggest, but I had an opportunity to play a decent amount of it. I'm a big fan of kind of adjusting based off of the scoreline. So if you're seeing you're able to consistently keep running 2-point props, get the guaranteed points. If somebody's playing really good defense and you're not getting 10-point props in, you need to pivot away from that strategy. Because getting any points at all is better than none, and particularly if you waste a run on a dumpster where the entire time you're going and then you're stopping, and then you're going and then you're stopping. Eventually, even if you get all the way to the end, sometimes it's not enough, right? And then you've wasted that 35, 45 seconds, 3 rotations to get just there, whereas you could have grabbed the burger, grabbed the bucket, and ran the entire time, weaved around, trying to like catch a good area, as we saw with the statue, able to hide around the corner. So would love to see in the next match a little bit more, I don't want to say like determination going into it, but be a little bit more deliberate.
That's right, but let's go on and hear from some of the deliberate actions over with Zeke, down with our winners.
What's up, guys? I'm hanging out with the Llama Record Company. They took away the prop hunt 5-point lead. You guys locked it up at the very end. And Blood, I'm going to start with you. And one person I want to call out specifically is this man right here, Svenos. Very tall, tallest man on the planet. It feels like this guy's a very good pick for your team. And I want to know why him, and then also why you picked these other two.
Yeah, I mean, I picked all those guys because this game mode is all about skill. There are no random things in it. You need good aim, you need decision making for sure. And Svenos, I mean, he's like a Spandau. He really likes Spandau. That's kind of the best city in the world. And that's why I picked him first, for example.
Okay, now Svenos, I'm going to put you on blast for a second because we've known each other quite a while. I'd like to believe that your creativity is what allowed you to win. Let's think back to the time where you wore an entire green outfit and you danced and had a galaxy over yourself. Do you feel like that galaxy and that kind of creativity helped you get this dub?
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
I think people at home that watched, you guys probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's go over this way now. What did you think about that game? Was it what you expected? Was it different? Did it catch off guard? Were you ready to just jump into it?
It's enjoyable. Once you get the hang of it, it gets a lot easier. You just got to work out who's good at aiming, which team's on the tower, and after that, you're good.
All right, final question. Do you think you have what it takes? Is the Llama Record going to be the team? Do you think someone else is standing in your way, or is it all you guys?
I think it's going to be all us.
There you go, man. A few words, that's all they need. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Best of luck going forward. Back to you guys on the desk.
Thank you so much, Zeke. Another brilliant performance there coming out of the Llama Record Company. We talked about their versatility. We talked about how quickly they pick up the target. But this is what happened in the first half, right? They were there, they were confident, they were like, yeah, once we get it,
quieres ver la webcam mientras juegas? Nico, ven a mi habitación, vas a flipar. Pero me voy del directo, que estoy aburrido.